Many global automakers, GM, and Hyundai are facing rising competition from Chinese EV makers and the threat of a global trade war, prompting them to look to share products to slash spending. Hyundai would produce vans to be sold under both its own and GM brands, initially importing them from South Korea, according to the documents and the person familiar with the talks. But Hyundai is considering manufacturing the vans in North America by 2028. The person said Hyundai is exploring building a new plant, adding production to an existing facility or contracting out the manufacturing. The talks on pickups focus on GM sharing its mid-sized trucks, branded as the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon in the US, one of the sources said. Hyundai also wants to sell a version of GM's popular full-sized pickups, the source said, but GM hasn't put that option on the table. In this episode of the Ally All Ears podcast, Aaron Lee, Senior Director at Ally Dealership Insurance, discusses the growing threat of cyber attacks on dealerships and the importance of staying vigilant. He shares essential tips for safeguarding against these risks and highlights the need for specialized cyber insurance coverage to protect your business. Any pickup sharing deal likely will take longer to finalize than the commercial van arrangement, the person said. The automakers are also discussing the possibility of Hyundai providing GM with compact SUVs it could add to its product lineup in Brazil, the source said. Hyundai said in January that it is in talks to supply electric commercial vehicles to GM as part of a preliminary agreement to explore how the automakers could cooperate on vehicles, supply chains, and clean energy technologies to cut costs and speed development. GM declined to comment on specifics of the negotiations but said in a statement, both companies continue to explore potential areas of collaboration. Hyundai said in a statement that nothing has been finalized in ongoing talks, but that the automakers are exploring deals across key strategic areas. Chinese EV producers have appended the auto industry with high-tech, low-cost models, and GM is among many legacy automakers losing sales in China, the world's largest auto market, and aiming to boost revenues elsewhere.